I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like this. Feel like this. Feel like this. I never thought I'd feel like this.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today you join me with a very dirty car, my Mark 7 GTI, which is sounds like someone's chipping wood. My car is extremely dirty and could use a good bath, and that's what we're going to do today. And I'm going to tell you guys all about the equipment I use to keep my cars clean. Now, for those who follow me on Instagram, you guys see pictures all the time and posts of me complaining about how dirty this car gets, and today is no different. This car is absolutely disgusting. And so we're going to show today all the stuff I use to keep this car clean, the methods I use, and ways I could probably improve. I'm sure there's going to be stuff for me to work on that you guys are going to think I'm absolutely crazy for doing, such as touching the car to dry it. I don't air dry the car. I'm very careful about what I use to air dry the car and the kind of chemicals and stuff that hit this car. So I'm a little bit kind of just cautious, but I know touch drying the car is going to draw some ire. But today we're pretty much going to just give this thing the works. It's going to get full wash. We're going to detail it up a little bit. Obviously not the best details I can physically do, but just cleaning it up, getting the interior cleaned up because it's gross. Just all of it. And then of course hitting it with ceramic wax at the end of the job, which makes the car just look really good. So I'm just get started. I'm going to show you guys all the stuff I use and all the equipment I have, and I'll just kind of tell you guys how I keep this car so clean. Let's try that again. So now we're in the garage. I'm gonna go over my setup, what all I use, and all that good stuff. So starting off, we're gonna take this off because this is actually one of my drying towels. But the main piece de resistance is this really cheap Portland pressure washer I got from Harbor Freight. Now, this one out of the box does not come with a high pressure foam cannon. And I'm not gonna lie, the first time I used it, my garden hose did a better job foaming the car up than this did. So I invested some money, picked up an arm, I'm hoping I'm grabbing the right one, stuck together in here. So this one on my right hand, this is from Amazon, it's from a Ryobi, and it came with these attachments. These are just rinse attachments, and the video I watched, because this is literally all the stuff he has, this is the one he used on his paint, which is why I got this one installed. So on top of that, not only did I get this arm, I also went out and grabbed, see if I can find it, this Twinkle Star foam cannon, which I talked about in another video as well that goes with this, all this stuff. So literally I just take that adapter off and just quick disconnect this on there, and we're off to the races. As you can see, it's full because I'm out of soap and need to restock. So I use Chemical Guys Honeydew Snow Foam. That's my primary go-to soap. I've been using it for quite a long while now. I don't know the exact time frame, but I've been using it for a good bit of time, and it's really good soap. So I'd highly recommend it for those who have a foam cannon or are wanting to get some really good foam coverage on their car. Get the Honeydew. They also have a couple other ones which I really like, but that's kind of my go-to. So in terms of wash mitts, this is a pretty basic wash sponge from AutoZone. It's one of their more premium models. It needs to be wetted because it's like kind of gross feeling at the moment. But probably nothing that throwing in some water won't fix. But this is my go-to for cleaning the paint itself, scrubbing the paint down and all that good stuff. For cleaning the wheels, I have this wheel glove, which is also rather crusty feeling for some reason. I use this in tandem with, let's see if it's in here, there it is, my Griot's heavy duty wheel and tire cleaner. Wheel cleaner, not wheel and tire. So I use this on the wheels, and then I use this to agitate the dirt, and then I rinse it off with the pressure washer to try to alleviate all of that dirt. From there, when we go to dry the car, I have two drying towels. This is I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's a high dollar AutoZone one. It's like $27 for one towel, which is overkill by miles, but it's a really good towel, and I really love this thing. This is the one that was sitting on the pressure washer when we first walked in. So put it back there for the time being. And then I have this one I got on the same day as the pressure washer at Harbor Freight. It's almost $7. It does a trick. It's not as good as this AutoZone one, but it gets the job done almost just as well. Then from there, I also have tire applications. I have this tire applicator, and then I got this from Prime Driven. This is their tire dressing. The reason I went with their tire dressing is strictly because they had an Evo they were giving away, and I figured an Evo would be a really cool car to go along with the GTI, so therefore I entered for it. Unfortunately, I didn't win it, but that's where this came from, and I'll probably, if they do another giveaway that pops up that I really like, I'll probably buy another bottle of this or some other lower end cleaner that I need. I say lower end, but you know, something that's not terribly expensive on their site, another cleaner of some sort to get some entries for whatever car we're giving away at that point. And then finally, when we go to dry the car, this is my wax of choice. This is what I use to lubricate the towel to lessen the chance of it scratching the paint, as well as just giving it an extra finish. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of this stuff. This is the Griot ceramic wax. I really love this stuff. Car always looks really good afterward. In terms of the glass, I really don't hit it with anything specific. Most of the time, I'll hit it with the foam cannon and wipe it down as I'm going. I will also use the wax on it to dry it off, so it always has a layer of ceramic wax on it as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Interior-wise, I don't really have a lot of cleaners I use. It's more just vacuuming things up, and if there are any problem areas, I'll hit it with cleaners. But I just can't remember off the top of my head what we have for that kind of stuff. We've got leather wipes, which I used before on my steering wheel, and I regret it. We've got these McGuire's Gold Class Rich Leather Wipes. I used it on my steering wheel and wiped it down so it wouldn't be so shiny because I'm not a fan of gloss finish on leather, and I'm not a fan of gloss finish on really a lot of things when it comes to textures that, in my opinion, shouldn't be gloss. Steering wheels, of course, are not meant to be glossy. They're leather. And my tires, I do not like glossy tire shine. I think it's really trashy. That's my personal opinion. Some of you may like that. But I used this on my steering wheel last time I cleaned the interior, and I did not enjoy it. It made the steering wheel just uncomfortable. I got this duster, which last time I went to clean my car, I couldn't find. So here it is. This is the first time I've seen it in months. In terms of other cleaners, we've also got some quick detailer over here, which I don't use. And of course, alternative spray waxes if I run out. Outside of that, I don't think there's anything else to mention, but in terms of keeping the car clean on the go, and I picked up this Adamson Polishes graphene detail spray. It does streak a little bit, which is kind of annoying if you're really proficient when you're cleaning it up off the car, but it's really good stuff. It cleans really easily. The car has been burn bumped a few times in the last 2 weeks, and I've had to come out here with this and spray it and wipe it down and all that stuff, because I really value that paint. I'm not trying to put it in any bad shape. I think outside of that, I think that's all of my specific chemicals and equipment I use. So now we're gonna hook up the pressure washer of the car, we're gonna clean the car up, and just kind of have a good time. I'm also, one last thing that isn't really used for cleaning, but for me, I like listening to music while I work on cars, clean cars, whatever. So we'll make use of this Bluetooth speaker as well, which I'll probably just have music playing on. Probably won't be able to hear it very much for you guys because copyright's a thing, but even if they have stopped cracking down on background music, but it's still just, if you are like me and you like having music when you do stuff, it's nice to have. It's just really nice to have music to listen to while you do your thing. So without further ado, that's all the stuff I use. Let's get to cleaning the car. We're gonna have a great afternoon, great video, and yeah, let's get started.
For me to act like a psychopath lunatic. Some people don't believe that I can get ignorant.
I'ma cock my nine and mother. I'ma cock my nine.
Alright guys, we just wrapped up rinsing and soaping the car. Now I'm going to move into the wheel cleaning phase. Now since this side is directly in the sunlight, what I'm going to wind up doing is drying this side of the car off first. But in the meantime, I'm going to clean the wheels on this side before I do that, just so this side is dry before it gets water spotted. Different technique than I usually do. I usually save, I just kind of go in whatever order I started in. So I usually would go hood. That's like in this instance, I go hood, roof, left, back, right. But this time I'm just thinking they're trying to alleviate the water spots, just hitting this on this side while it's, hot out and the sun's on it. So I'm going to go grab my wheel cleaner, because effectively what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to wet the entire car again before I dry it, just to get rid of any leftover soap or anything that might be trying to make the soap spots or water spots or anything on this car that have already formed. Just get ahead and be rid of them all. So obviously, since I only have one bucket out here, I'm going to rinse the wheel glove off by hand, and it's going to hang up over here on the actual pressure washer because my other bucket's cracked and I need to get a new one. Just have the one good bucket, so just kind of. Make sure it gets all clean, and then I'm going to toss the high pressure one back on so that whenever I'm done wiping down the wheels, I can effectively hit the wheel with the pressure washer again and get any long-lasting grime off of it. Now my right hand has a cut in it, so what I'm going to do this time around is I'm going to use my left hand to clean the car, which I think this is a right-handed glove, so that's going to be a little awkward. But we got it on. I'm gonna use this.
Everything will be alright when I'm with you.
Phone call. Hold that thought, guys.
It don't matter where we go. It don't matter if we lose it all. 'Cause when I'm with you, yeah, I know everything will be alright. It don't matter if we fall down into the darkest place we know. 'Cause when I'm with you, yeah, I know everything will be alright. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, everything will be alright. When I'm with you,
Typical GoPro fashion, battery died, so I don't know how much of that y'all saw, but hit the wheels with the wheel cleaner. Looks 10 times better. And I'm gonna work on drying this side of the car. If it's not already in there, I'll probably cut this part out, but just mist your towel with some spray wax is what I typically do, just to lube up the towel, make things a little bit easier and a little bit more protection on the paint. Seems counterintuitive, I know, but it works really well. It's what I've always done, and it's always come out really good, because you not only are drying the car off, but you're putting wax on the paint, which is going to help with adverse weather effects, which is just good stuff all around. And then I also will sometimes mist the paint with spray wax. It's what I like to do, just to, again, give an added layer of protection. Even though the car is actively wet, it may not be helping that much, but it'll guarantee that there's some wax coming on the car at that time. So I'm gonna work on that, and I'll get back to you guys in a minute. All right, got that done. Passenger side looks a million times better. Or driver's side. I don't know why I keep getting that confused. Wheels look nice and shiny. Really big fan of all that stuff I've been using. So next up, I'm gonna focus on the roof because as you guys can see, it's already water spotted just from where it's been sitting. And the back's probably already pretty bad too. Not as bad, but it's not great either. This was probably the biggest trouble spot in the entire car when I went to wash it. So getting this part clean is gonna be kind of my mission. I do need to get some polish because these are black chrome tips. And they probably could use a good polish, and I'm sure they're covered in soot. I might need to possibly find some sort of way to hit them with some sort of cleaner because I'm sure they're probably filled with soot. And because this car does have a bit of a habit of running rich because of the pop tune on it, which I'm probably going to get rid of. But either way, driver's side don't look too bad. I mean, it wasn't the best thing in the world because it's just the sun's beating right down on it and it just makes it 10 times harder to clean. But it does look pretty okay. It's mainly just focusing on the roof and the back of the car now, which cleaning the roof is going to be the biggest pain because I really should have done that first. But again, due to the fact that the passenger side was directly in sunlight, I wanted to go ahead and dry it before I had a chance to get all too bad, but it wound up getting bad. So I'm going to focus on that now. I'm going to do the roof, then I'm going to do the back, and we'll be done. All right, got the car all dried. It looks fantastic. I'm gonna move on to the interior. That's probably mostly done off camera just to save you guys just some watch time. I don't want this video to be like a 30-minute video. I'm gonna eventually take this car to go get fully paint corrected because there are some spots that unfortunately I don't have all the gear to take care of. I'm probably also gonna have the car fully ceramic coated at that time. But for right now, at least, it looks really good. This just, you know, the brakes kind of ruin it because they're all rusted up because I hit them with a wheel cleaner. But big fan of those brakes. So I don't know what order the videos are coming in right now because I just out of order. These are on the car now. I got them on eBay for like 40 bucks. It looks really cool. And I'm a big fan of how they look. So that video is hopefully either going to come up before this one or after this one. All that fun stuff. But yeah, that is the stuff I use to clean my car, as well as just all the stuff I do to keep it clean. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of fun video that was, you know, not me just sitting around talking, just me doing something and showing you guys some good stuff to get for your car. Obviously you can see I'm all over the spectrum. I use stuff from all sorts of different brands, Griot's, Adams, whole 9 yards to keep this thing clean, and I think it paid off really well. My dad is actually pulling up, so I gotta run and get my stuff before he runs out all over. Get this guy. But yeah, all in all, the car came out fantastic, and I'll be at Import Alliance this weekend, so if anyone wants to come see the car in person, it's not going to be in the infield, but I'll be there. But hope you all enjoyed this video. See you guys next time. Have a great day, guys. Of course I couldn't get it.